Welcome to this new and special edition of the Queer God Squad. We are the coolest pastors you will ever meet.
Faith and religion can be complicated for the LGBTQ plus community. Surveys show that evangelical faith is a justification for the greatest attacks on the LGBTQ plus community.
So the Queer God Squad is going to explore our religious community, explore the big news of the day and what it means to you. And we are going to explore if we can find some places that help heal the pain and hurt religion can be responsible for. We know you're going to find some hope, peace, and fun in our conversation.
It's 3 p.m. and the Queer God Squad is broadcasting daily.
This is live, and then we are available on demand.
We are available on all smart televisions, including Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, Amazon Fire TV, YouTube, and Facebook. In the entire world, nothing like this has ever existed for the LGBTQ plus community before.
I am Reverend Dr. Darrell Watkins, the senior minister here at Sunshine Cathedral.
I am Reverend Dr. Robert Griffin, the executive minister here at the Sunshine Cathedral.
I am the Reverend Kevin Tisdall, the minister of education at Sunshine Cathedral.
Radical GOP and evangelicals have launched a culture war on our LGBTQ plus community. They want to push you back in the closet. We're not going.
At Sunshine Cathedral, we are here to tell you that you are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Our commitment in partnering with Happening Out Television Network and Queer News Tonight is to give the LGBTQ plus faith community this voice for hope, for change, that you are not alone.
Happening Out Television Network is a 501c3 nonprofit media platform in the television and radio model of PBS and NPR, but designed for our LGBTQ plus community. The Queer God Squad is part of one of the largest LGBTQ plus media companies in America, Hotspot Magazine and Happening Out Television Network.
Our mission is to support the 10 pillars of the LGBTQ plus community, including the Black community, Latino, lesbian and queer women, trans, students and youth, seniors, HIV/AIDS healthcare, social justice, business, and our 10th pillar is faith. Help us support our LGBTQ plus community.
This is the Sunshine Cathedral perspective. U.S. Catholic bishops back bill to help immigrant children gain citizenship. A bill to help immigrant children achieve permanent legal status has received the support of the U.S. Bishops' Conference for how it would accelerate the visa process for vulnerable children, but also because it could free up more visas for foreign-born religious workers. The Protect Vulnerable Immigrant Youth Act was introduced in the U.S. House and Senate last month. In essence, it would exempt tens of thousands of children from annual employment-based visa caps, which supporters claim would ease case backlogs and free up visas for people such as religious workers while allowing the children to continue life in the United States as lawful permanent residents. Bishop Mark Seitz of El Paso, the USCCB migration chair, wrote a letter to Congress on July 12th saying this small change will help in upholding the right to religious exercise and empowering vulnerable young people to grow in a new country, contribute to this nation, and reach the full God-given potential. Eligible youth are those with Special Immigrant Juvenile Status. Requirements to qualify for the SIJS program include being under 21 years of age, currently living in the U.S., being unmarried, and having been under a valid juvenile court order. Such an order finds that youth cannot be reunited with family, with their parents because of abuse, abandonment, or neglect. And that is not the youth's best interest to return to their home country. Well, it's not a bad start. It's an interesting conversation that the bishops have decided that it's because of the ability to bring more religious folk into the country, that they should support something like this rather than support something like this because it's the right thing to do.
Right.
I ain't got nothing else.
It's, well, compassion for any reason is good, I guess. And, some people accuse us, the liberals, of wanting to allow immigrants because they'll probably be liberal once they get there. So that'll help our cause or whatever. Or like this, Catholics want them or Pentecostals want them or whatever because it'll be like them and they'll grow their ranks and whatever. While others are afraid because maybe they're all brown and that's going to threaten white majorities and white privilege. And I just wish we could put all of that aside and see hurting people that we could help. There are people who are unsafe and they feel like they'd be safer here. There are people whose needs aren't being met and they think they'd like to give it a shot here. Rather than being threatened, we should be honored that people think that we're the place to be. And also, rather than being selfish, we should say, well, if we have something, and yeah, maybe it gets to the point where one day we can't share. But today is not that day. We could sell a tank and feed a lot of people. Today is not that day. And so I'm hoping that we just grow, if not spiritually, just morally, that when we see hurting people and we're able to help, that we just want to. And so this is at least a step for, maybe the reasons are cynical, but it is a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
And compassion for any reason, I wish it was compassion for compassion's sake. And for a lot of people, maybe it is. But for any reason, compassion can't really be the wrong way to go.
I agree with both of you, and definitely with Kevin. This is the first step. But I wonder what happens when that first step, and some kid says, I'm LGBTQ,
Yeah.
or I'm trans, or, and then how will the Catholic Church react to that? A lot of this for mine comes the colonization approach to, come in and we're going to teach you how to believe, what to believe, and then you're ours. And there's not that room to say, yet I am who God has created me to be, and can you accept and respect that as well, and still offer human compassion, which I go back, to you saying compassion should be the top priority, and we do it because it's a just thing to do and a right thing to do because we're all human together.
Yeah, kindness is its own thing. And we already know from people seeking refuge that LGBTQ people, especially trans people, because you could maybe hide your queerness a little, whatever, you shouldn't have to, but that a lot of times people are leaving because it's unsafe for them to be who they are.
Yes.
And then so to be turned back has been their death sentence sometimes. And so, yeah, we just need to care more about our fellow human beings. And guess what? Trans people are people, and queer people are people, and poor people are people, and immigrant people are people. And another word for that is our neighbor.
Hello.
And we're meant to love our neighbors. We are excited to tell you we are going on a cruise in the Eastern Mediterranean this fall that will include the world's major religious sites for Christians, Jews, and Muslims as we visit Athens. I love Athens. And Egypt, first time going. And Israel, I love Israel. And Ephesus, first time going. I'm excited, can you tell? And on our 3 continents cruise. And you can find out more and reserve your space at happeningout.travel/sunshine.
Join Reverend Dr. Darrell Watkins and Reverend Dr. Robert Griffin as they host more than 50 people on the Sunshine Cathedral 13-day cruise tour to 3 continents. From just $13.99, you'll visit Athens and cruise to Egypt and the Giza Plateau to see the Great Pyramid, Sphinx, and brand new Egyptian National Museum with King Tut exhibit. Then to Israel for Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Don't miss the most important Christian UNESCO site in the world, located in Turkey, and the 3,000-year-old city of Ephesus. You also cruise the Med for Rhodes in the Greek Isles and Cyprus. A farewell at the Acropolis makes this a never-before combination of historic sites, a must-do cruise. It's all turnkey inclusive, and a bar is available, all transfers, escorts, hotels, and more. Go to happeningout.travel/sunshine for complete details.
Would you like to join the Queer God Squad on a special winter cruise in 2024? Well, now you can. You will visit Cozumel, Mexico, Grand Cayman, and Ocho Rios. And you can even add an open bar and Wi-Fi. Join us by going to happeningout.travel/sunshine.
Join the Queer God Squad and Sunshine Cathedral for a wonderful Caribbean cruise on the brand new Ultra Deluxe MSC Seascape. The 8-day cruise starts at just $399 plus government taxes. Sail February 10th, 2024 from Miami to Ocean Cay MSC Marine Reserve, the world's best private island. You'll also visit Cozumel, Mexico, Grand Cayman, and Ocho Rios. Join us on an 8-day Caribbean cruise. This winter cruise will be the perfect getaway and an opportunity to support Sunshine Cathedral as a beneficiary. The trip is affordable for all, as you can make a reservation on this cruise for just $1, just a buck, to confirm your reservation, and then there's a $99 interest-free monthly payment plan, so it's easy on your pockets. What's more, there's also a free open bar and Wi-Fi program when you pay for just 1 day, $25 transfers to and from the Miami Pier, and an exclusive onboard entertainment program for Sunshine Cathedral guests. This cruise will be a perfect winter getaway for you. Join us by going to happeningout.travel/sunshine.
That's today with the Queer God Squad. We want to thank you for joining us. We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and talk about what our LGBTQ+ community is talking about.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's largest progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together. And we are all in this together. Remember that.
You are God's miracle, not God's mistake.
Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad. Goodbye.
Bye.